Hey everyone, Laura here. Welcome to Manifest with Acting. My channel is all about using acting and imagination to change your subconscious patterns so that you can attract the life you want. You can manifest it all out, all over the place. Now, if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button down below. That way you'll get in all the new videos and tutorials that I send out. And you can also find a link down below where you can book coaching with me. Anyway, what I want to talk to you today about is living from the end, living from the result. You can hear my couch is making really weird noises. Sorry about that. I've got my knee up right here. Living from the end. Now, what does that mean? I have talked about this before. I'm sorry, I just had my husband brought me in pizza pretzels. They were really good. Living from the end result. Here's what a lot of us do that is keeping us from getting what we want. We imagine the actual tool that we think we need in order to get the results we want, instead of going to the very end and going, this is what I actually want. For example, if you're talking about your body and how you want to, so many people are like, I want to lose 20 pounds, and that they focus on that. They focus on the 20 pounds. They focus on, how can I lose the 20 pounds? What can I do to lose the 20 pounds? Instead of going, once I've lost that 20 pounds, how am I going to feel? What am I going to look like? How is that going to change my life? What is that going to be like? Or money. If I just win $1 million, if I win the lottery, then I'm going to have a life that I want. Well, what you need to be doing is living in the end. You need to be focusing on what exactly it is that is going to happen after you get that goal, after you get that $1 million, after you lose that 20 pounds. What's going to happen after that? How are you going to feel? How's that going to look? What is your life going to be like after that? Then what you need to do is become that person. You need to live in that end result now. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring those results to you. This is why I love that I can use my degree, my acting degree, because it is, in this realm. It's fantastic. I've been studying mindset for 15 years. And I have used it, I've used law of attraction quite a bit. Our first apartment when we moved to Sydney, just fun, really fun stories. I win a lot of stuff to begin with. I win a lot. And I have a husband that is freaking amazing. And my whole life when I was growing up, I was told that I was worthless and nobody would ever love me. So, and I have completely, my relationship's amazing. And most of my friends and so many people that I know were like, your relationship's amazing. And I say, yes, I know, it is. And we live in an apartment with a view that people are like, I can't believe your view. And I say, yes, I know. We have a fantastic life. I wasn't supposed to have that life, but I do. And so living in the end, so becoming the person who has the result already that you want to have, that is what you need to do. That is why acting is so helpful. Here's what I also find, though, when you're talking about acting. Acting, yes, is something that you think of when you go, okay, I'm going to go watch that. I'm going to go to a theater. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it on a film. So the actors that are actually in there, they're being characters, but they're in a place where you expect it. You expect them to be acting like somebody that they're not on the screen, on stage. but you don't expect that in real life. That's why I always combine not giving a crap what people think, training, as well as becoming and acting and being the person that has the stuff that you want. How do you do that? Let's talk about that. How do you live in the end? First of all, you need to imagine what that is. You need to imagine, you need to use your imagination, and yeah, you're an adult. Yep, got it. And lots of people around you are like, be serious, what are you using? Like, you're acting like a child, imagining things that aren't true, acting like you have things that you don't have. Yeah, so that's why you need to know how to not give a shit what people think about you. But yes, you need to have fun with it. You need to become that person who has the things that you want, the life that you want, the money you want, the body you want, the relationship you want, all of those sorts of things. You need to become that person who has all those things. The other reason why you can't give a shit what people think is because we have this ingrained fairness bullshit thing where you can't, maybe you can, improve your body, but you can't have the other things too. Like, there has to be this balance. There has to be this balance where you're still on this level, even if something is a bit lower than something, a bit higher than something has to go a bit lower. So you're still on this level. I'm talking about bringing everything up to this level, or this level, or this level, like everything up to this level. That's okay. It's totally doable and totally fine. Sorry, pizza rat on my hair. Probably should have got rid of that before I started this video. Well, whatever. Living in the end. For a really long time, I did not even try to look nice, to be the woman who had a great relationship and who had a great apartment, who had money, who had any of those things. I didn't even try that because it was considered kind of like rude to not settle. As women were trained to settle. I really do believe that. There are some women who are not, who are born into things and, or who from when they were young are just the world's most wonderful thing. Their parents just think they're fantastic. But a lot of us have not been through that. A lot of us have not had that you're a diamond no matter what kind of experience. And so you do need to take this stuff into your own hands. This does not have to do with other people. This does not have to do with you proving yourself. It doesn't have to do with anything like that. It has to just do with you stepping out, looking forward, deciding what you want, becoming that person who has that stuff you want, and doing it. And if other people don't like it, it's not about changing them. It's not about changing their minds. It's about saying that's okay. You can not like it at all. I'm just focusing on what I'm doing. It's about not making it about other people's opinions at all. Not using them as motivation, not trying to please them, not trying to spite them, nothing. They don't exist. They are circumstances. And it has nothing to do with what you are doing. It has nothing to do with you becoming the person who has the life that you want. That's what we're trying to do here. Living in the end. How do you do that? Create a character. You have to realize that the character is always going to be you. Even if you completely change the way you act, and you completely change. You shave your hair off, and you shave your head off. That would be a bad idea. Shave your hair off. You know, do all the piercings and tattoos and everything. Like, you're still you. You're still you. Even if you completely change how you appear, you're still you. So, I don't want any, you're just trying to make me into a different person bullshit. You're still you. You are deciding who that person is. Who is the person who has the stuff that you want? And here's what I want you to understand. It's still going to be you. And I want you to take all of your strengths and actually use those strengths as the basis of this character. This character has a great life doing and then fill in the blank of the things that you freaking love. And base your character on that. And you can do that, which is fantastic. So, living in the end, what you're doing is you're taking those things and you're saying, at the end of this, when all of this is done, when I have actually accomplished everything that I want, when I have made the extra 10 grand a month, when I actually have the body that I want, when I actually have all this stuff, I'm still me. And I'm actually celebrating the things that make me me in this result. That's when you get the best result. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine that you're actually talking to somebody after the fact, after it's all done, and you're talking to them about it, and you're going, this is amazing, this thing happened. Like, can you imagine, like, this is great. I can't believe this happened, but it's really cool. And no, don't even say that I can't believe this hasn't happened. This happened. You have to be, because that would imply that you're not that character. You have to be, of course this has happened. Of course I'm making an extra $10,000 a month. Of course. I'm giving people a lot of value, and I'm helping people a lot, and I want you to imagine the person you're talking to saying something like that, but I want you to script it out. Make a script. Say you, put your name and put your lines, and then your friend you're talking to, put their lines, and then you put your lines, and just talk about you getting the life, the result that you want after the fact. You're having a conversation after the fact. So all of these, anything that you do when you're talking about living in the result, you want to be doing it after the actual thing has happened, and that you are now living the result of the thing happening. So if you're like, $1 million, I want to win $1 million, you're talking to your friend, you're talking to somebody that you normally talk to, and they're agreeing that yeah, that's cool, that's great, how amazing. Here's the problem that some people have. They go, well, if I do this and I get this result, then I'm going to have some bad things happen. I want you to change those and make them into good results. Imagine good results instead of bad. Imagine if somebody, if your bad thing that you think is going to happen, if you win the lottery, then people are going to start asking you for money. Say that. Imagine them not. Imagine them saying, wow, that's really, that's fantastic. I'm so, happy for you. Imagine them saying that to you and saying, thank you, that's really nice. I really appreciate that. Change the story. Change the story. All of those things that you think are going to happen that are shit, change the story. Make it okay. Take every circumstance. When you say, I want this thing, all those bad things that come up, all those reasons why you shouldn't have it, change every single one. Just imagine a new story for every single one. I'm gonna have to pay more, and things like, I'm gonna have to pay more taxes. Yeah. you will have to pay more taxes, but change the story from, this is a good thing to change the story from when you're worried about the government's going to take all my money. No, it's not about the government taking all of your money. It is about, I'm going to have to pay more taxes. That's fantastic. I'm going to be able to help people who don't have that much money get healthcare, depending on where you are. If you're in the States, I'm going to be able to help fill that pothole. I'm going to be able to help. Like, I'm going to be the reason why somebody eats. That's what your think about what your tax dollars do. And I don't mean paying the salaries of the friggin' politicians. Like, don't think of those things. Think of the actual good things that happen because of your tax dollars. And then go, wow, like, why would I be upset about paying taxes when I know that I'm going to be helping out so many people with that? That's really lovely. Aren't I a lovely person? Being able to help like that. Do that. That's fantastic. Change the story. Change the story. You can write your own story. You can write your own play. You can be on stage. You can be the character. You can write your own story. And that's what you should be doing. Write your own story so that it's not all those fears that you have, all those things where you say, this is going to happen. I don't want this result because this is going to happen, because that's what blocks you from getting that result. Change that story. And write them all down. Write all the stuff. You know, my mother's going to come visit me and try to take the money, and I'm going to have to deal with, like, freaking dealing with my mother. Rewrite the story. Just rewrite the story. Or I'll send her on a trip somewhere else where she can hang out with her other family members that she hasn't seen in a long time, because she's really interested in the family tree thing. I'll send her to England so she can, like, hang out with them. Oh, that'd be really nice. And she wouldn't come here. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Anyway, my name's Laura Cameron-Stedman. Click down below for coaching with me. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't done yet, because you will get all the new videos and all the new tutorials and all that good stuff coming at you. You'll be notified when they happen, so that will be fantastic. Anyway, Laura Cameron-Stedman here. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.